Get those Cybermen out.
G'day guys, Sam from the Cybermen here. Today we have our first Series 11 Best of 1 battle. It is Shay playing Blue Counter Baby versus myself playing Green Gotenks. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll have some Dark Broly and things like that coming up soon. Cheers! Alrighty, so we got myself starting off on the left with Gotenks charging and energy and attacking. Obviously, Baby started first. So Shay started first, he charged, and now he's negating that attack by using the Overlord Baby, which comes into play for 1 because of Planet Tuffle, and plays and untaps 1 energy. That baby is a 10k with Overlord. I'm using the set 11 Goten, which you tap 1, place it in the drop area, then look through your deck for a Trunks with an energy cost of 3, Trunks Youth, and play it. It's really nice on turn 1 to play this for 1 energy and then attack and use the skill to add it to hand. Look at the top 5 cards from your deck and choose a Unison with a specified cost of 2 or a Gotenks card. I was looking for the Unison there, but I didn't see it. I just grabbed the Gotenks. That 6-drop Gotenks is just a 1 energy fusion for a 19k critical that is hard to remove because you can discard a card to remove it. I initially had in this build 2 of those cards because it's good to evolve the SR on top of it. But I've taken it out of my build now just because I feel it's really kind of bad to neg 2 from hand plus 1 for that card coming on the field prior, like on your first turn or on your second turn. I just feel like it's not that good. I mean, the other 6-drop for 2 energy is much, much better. So I've removed that, and then we're going to have the 3-drop that can also be evolved on top of coming in the promos very soon. I think I might have just had to answer the phone here, so please forgive that. I believe Shay was about to attack again with his baby. Should only be a second. There we go. I don't know. He's using Planet Tuffle. So Planet Tuffle, you grab a card from your life to your hand and then place a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck, which is perfect for this deck because you want to put your counter cards or servant cards at the bottom of the deck so that you can play them. Apologies, one moment. I'm just getting my phone charger because I realize it's dying. There we go. So he's attacked. I took the life and passing turn. With Gotenks, if you get the Unison, you really just want to let yourself go down to 6 because then you can awaken with the Unison. If you have 7 or 8 life, you have to take the life anyway, so you might as well take those hits instead of negging cards from your hand. So that is playing the Unison, awakening, untapping 1, and drawing 1. And then attacking with leader. So this Unison has a auto that allows you to draw whenever you use a union skill, and I feel like I forgot to do that this game. Attacking with leader and dealing 1 damage, and then attacking with the Unison. The +2 on this Unison gives all your green battle cards revenge, which is really fun with free blockers and also just to keep your pieces on board. Then the -7 on this card allows you to... did I forget to do the +2? I think I might just say it. Oh no, he's trying to counterplay this card. He is counterplaying and it puts the card on the bottom of the deck, I believe. So that's getting rid of that. The -7 allows you to look at your opponent's life, choose 1 card in their life and place it in the drop, shuffle their life, and then they drop 3 cards, which is really strong. It sounds hard to get to +7, but because you're plussing 2 each turn, I'm already on 4. All you need is to place some cards underneath once a turn, and you kind of get there. If your opponent isn't wary and paying attention to that -7, it can... I've won games by minusing 7 and taking their last life. They really don't expect it. So that Videl blocker, you tap it for 1 energy, play it. So tap 1 energy to play it, draw a card if you have a green Unison in play, and it now has Revenge as well with the skill from the Unison, which is really nice. The Gohan blocker that you saw me try to play earlier, but it got bottom decked, is also good because it comes out for free if you have a 2-cost specified green Unison in play. So that's just another one to give blocker Revenge to. It really helps you look after your life, especially since, you know, your opponent really can't destroy your battle cards that easily because they can't attack them with their leader, and they can't attack them with the battle cards unless they want them to die, obviously. So I think Shay has activated Planet Taffel. Did I say, did you put one at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, there you go. He's going to put one at the bottom of the deck. There we go. Drawing 2 because he awakened. So that leader is a draw 2 awaken. He's got Overlord on that side. He's only got Overlord on the awaken side. But there are a lot of Overlord cards in the baby deck, so that's pretty good. So he looks at the top 3, adds a card with a blue counter card to hand, places the remaining cards on the bottom of the deck, and then I believe places 1 card from hand on the bottom of the deck as well. So he's grabbing the hit. And then deciding which card to put on the bottom of the deck. There you go. That hit is really good in this deck because you can bring it out for, I think, 2 energy, and it kind of yeets 2 battle cards from your opponent. Very strong. So he's just thinking about what to do here. And passing turn. Baby does a lot of passing turn because he plays all his battle cards on your turn. And I think he didn't want to attack with that because he knew I'd probably just block and destroy it anyway. And that's, I believe it has Overlord, so it's good to keep that on the field. Charging an energy. There's a negate. Bulla. Bulla's just a 15k. Draw for attacking. Three energies where Gotenks starts getting fun. Tapping 1 to look at the top 5, choose a Unison or a Sane within a specified cost of 3. He's just deciding if he wants to counterplay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably looking for my Goten and Trunks pieces, I'd say. Here. Grabbing the Trunks to hand. Okay, so I'm fusing into the 6-drop here. This is where I forget to draw for my Unison, I'm pretty sure. But what happens is I discarded the trunks. Mask. Discarded the trunks, and that means I get to look at the top 7 cards and add a unison to hand if I find one. See if I remember. Feel like we got interrupted and I'm going to forget that auto. Am I going to remember the auto? Doesn't look like I am. Thinking about what to do next. Yeah, that's annoying that we got interrupted and I forgot to do the draw. So I didn't draw from my unison, and I didn't draw go top 7 with the trunks that I discarded from hand. So that's a pretty big neg to forget those things. But what can you do? I think we're having a chat right now. Feel free to... I might cut this out if I take too long. Okay, so I'm discarding the trunks to play a Goten from the deck. I'm asking for... Is there a response coming? So the cool thing about this is that skill allows you to add it to hand or play it. So if the opponent does respond, you can just add it to your hand instead. So playing the 3-cost Goten trunks out. Again, just as an extra searcher here. So what do I got? I've got 11 on board for Successor. Not that I was thinking about using that now, I don't know. Swinging leader with the critical. There's another negate. I'm responding and killing the baby. Swinging leader. Dimension Magic untaps 2. Swinging leader again. $15K with the unison. Super combo, placing a card at the bottom of the deck and drawing 2 to out combo that. Attacking leader. Why would I be doing that with a... I'm thinking about overwhelming maybe. I was probably trying to bait a negate, to be honest. So there's the 12, 1, 5 and 6 into Successor cell. Order doesn't go off because I've only got 3 energy. Problem with baby deck is chances are he'll have a negate in hand. Thing is, cell has deflect, so it's decent to play, and the baby deck doesn't have the best removal, so it's probably hard to get rid of him. So I'm going to use the Goten to add a card to hand. I think I looked at too many there. Adding a Gotenks. I think I got mixed up and looked at 7 instead of 5. But that looked like it was on the top. Attacking leader. So obviously there should be a negate here, you would hope. Yeah. There's Gohan. So that stops any more attacks. Unless I put a card from my hand under the bottom of the deck. Then I'll +2 to put him at 6. And just mono green battle cards get revenge. So Cell doesn't have revenge, but Videl still has revenge. Baby charged. Feel like I was feeling pretty safe. 6 life still. Baby doesn't really have any beaters or anything on field. I mean, you got 15 Ks, but nothing too amazing. Grabbing the trunks. Something I really like about this Gotenks deck is the majority of the cards have deflect, the big cards, so you don't have to worry about that trunks, which is just such a pain in the ass card, so it's good to not have to worry about it for most of your cards. He's using Planet Tuffle to look at the grab a card from life and then place a card at the bottom of the deck. And attacking what I can only assume is probably my leader. Shocking Death Ball to kill one of the servants. And negates, and I take it. Probably should block that so he doesn't have the servant for Overlord, but I think I was worried he was going to bring something else out that I'd need to block. Super combo, draw 2, warp 1. He's using Overlord, so I should have, as I said, I should have blocked that with the Videl so he didn't get the extra draw, I think. Block, killing the Gohan. And passing turn, so I'm down to 4 life now. Unison is at 6, so I can't do the -7 yet. Charging, there's the Vegeta that destroys a field card. I thought about using it, but I figured by now he's got a counterplay that's good on turn 2 if you go first. In the best of one, I have it in main deck, just because there are a bunch of field cards that are worth destroying now. Planet Vampire, obviously Planet Tuffle. But if you're playing green, I think side deck, that is a very good side deck card. It's so strong. I think it's almost a auto win if you get it out and they can't protect against it. And if you go first, they only have, I think there's only one card that can stop it, which is Desperate Measures, but not a lot of players run that card. So his fusion into the 5 cost. I believe it's draw 1. And I should have drawn one off the Unison, but I think I completely forgot about that skill this game, to be honest. So just KOing a card because the Unison's not there. He is a double striker. So this is free negate, tap 1, untap 1, and it's 15k. Such a good card in this deck. Attacking with Selzeno. I'm sure will be negated here. Counter attack. That guy just lets you play counters from the bottom of your deck on your turn. Or battle cards with counter, which is pretty strong considering the baby ape, as long as you have 5 energy. Counter again. Play the Brockler for free. Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures sends it back to hand, but I can play it again. He just wanted to get his negate back, which makes sense. At this point, I'm like, yeah, there's not much I can do. Look through my deck for a Gotenks. Grabbing the SR again. And I believe I will uptick 2 on the Unison to make him 8. And then I'll pass. Oh no, apparently not. I'm going to try and overwhelm and pressure more. But we know he has that negate in hand. At least that gets it out. Don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying to pressure. I'm looking for another Unison to place it underneath so I can get the -7 to deal 1 damage and drop Shay's hand, and then I'll be able to pressure with the other 1-drop for game. But I don't think I saw it. Yeah, so the idea was to draw into another Unison before so that I could neg life and neg the 3 cards that were in Shay's hand, and then I could just pressure with the 1-drop. As long as I had enough to hit for 15, it would have been pretty much GG, except for the battle cards on the field. I did have enough combo power to do it, but I didn't hit that Unison, sadly. So my Unison is at 8 now. Shay's at 5 life. Planet Tuffle, I think he's taking a life and then placing 1 card at the bottom of the deck, which is, I guess, the idea to play with baby. Yeah. So then you use the baby to play. It plays. Look at the bottom card of your deck. If it is a counter battle card, with an energy cost equal or less than your energy, you play it. Very strong. He is sending a blocker back to my hand. It works a lot better if the bottom card is the golden Great Ape baby. There is the Dormant Potential Unleashed, pretty much nullifying any way of Shay winning this game. So I think he's attacking my Unison. Maybe not, I don't know. So he's got double strike, taking it to 6. Down to 6 again, so I can't use the -1. So my whole game plan here is just to try and find that Unison. So I can put it under my Unison and deal 1 damage. I think next turn. So he's doing top 3, choose a counter card to add to hand, and then place the other cards at the bottom of the deck. Grabbing Mafuba. And placing 1 card from hand at the bottom of the deck. So the final attack is with his leader. Oh no, his leader was in rest mode already. That was it. His final attack was already with the baby. I think we're just having a chat about how the deck works to somebody who was standing nearby. So because Shay's at 1 life, my Unison's at 6. What I need to do now is find a Unison. I've got a bunch of ways to search the Unison, so I was hoping, or hopeful at least, that I'll be able to get it. Charging the blocker, because I wanted to kill him this turn. Critting a life to play the 3-drop. Do I attack? I don't remember. I think so. Attacking leader. Why not pressure when he's on 1 life, eh? And here's the Gohan Topo. So for every extra attack you do, you have to put a card at the bottom of your deck. So then sending this to my hand, look at the top 5. Choose a Unison with specified cost of 2 or a Gotenks. So didn't find it, as you can see. So I'm explaining, all I'm trying to do is get that so that I can kill you. So even Shay knows what I'm doing. Grab the Gotenks at least, so that gives me another attack, because I can put it at the bottom of my deck. So the thing is now, I can play that for 2 more times if I want and crit myself down, but that's not amazing. Attacking leader, put a card at the bottom of my deck, I believe. It actually works because then I put the 3-drop at the bottom of my deck and I can play it with the Trunks or the Goten. So there's a negate. Did I even draw a card? I don't think I drew for attacking, which is annoying. Anyway, Trunks plays the card that I just put at the bottom of my deck again. And for some reason, I remember here I forgot that I was under that Gohan and I attacked, which was a waste because I should be attacking with 40Ks if I am going to. Card at the bottom of my deck. It's waiting 15k, waiting if he wants to negate. I think I just said 15. There we go. Place that. Look at the top 5 again and hoping to get it, and there we go. So that's it. That's game. The -7 takes 1 life and drops 3 cards from hand. Very intense, very strong. Baby's very tough to get around. The Vegeta does help. I will upload another video later of me getting that Vegeta out. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Let me know what you want to see in the next set 11 battles. Cheers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to keep up to date on all the Dragon Ball Super content. We want to thank Grand J Games for all their support and remind you to use the code CyberMan5 at grandjgames.com for 5% off all your singles needs. Cheers.